Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Cult Cinema 83, and it's time to do another stream in which we celebrate physical media. And this is number 24, I believe. And yeah, it's going to be very exciting. I have a lot of stuff that I have to get through. But first of all, I'm sorry I've been away for quite a while, actually. But things have just been swamped at work. I've been very busy doing double shifts and stuff, different shifts, night shift, day shift, all of that. Excuse me. But I'm back and I have a lot of stuff planned for the next couple of weeks, months, or whatever. So stay tuned for that. But for now, for this evening, let's celebrate physical media, shall we? And let me see. Let me just bring up the comments section here, just in case. Let's see. All right, there we go. We should be fine. Okay. So, yeah, we have a lot of stuff to get through. So let's just get started. I picked up so much stuff. I've gone pretty much for broke, basically, and I kind of did. So, and I have so many things on pre-order, it's ridiculous. But let's go through this. Before I start with my actual haul, I would like to show you this first, because a while back I sent a package to my buddy Stephen Nash from TV Nash, of course. If you haven't seen him yet, check him out, subscribe to his channel, give him a like, because he's a really great guy. And Stephen, you have become a very good friend of mine. So this is for you, bud. Yeah, so I sent him a package with some movies in it. And as a thank you, he gave me a gift card for Severin Films as a sort of pre-birthday gift. Which was very, it really came in handy, because they had like a new Black Friday sale, and they had this box set, and I couldn't pass this up. So I used the gift card on this. So Stephen, you actually gave me this. Thank you very much for that. But with your gift card, I picked up the, oh, I should probably hold it like this. Maybe on the bottom here. There it is. There we go. The Feeding Frenzy, the Italian Sharksploitation collection. This is a really cool, bonkers box set. I mean, look at this. This is pretty cool, actually. You're gonna need a bigger box. That's funny. So this, let me just check for a moment. Is the comment section working? I hope they do. I hope it is. So yeah. But anyway, this is a pretty bonkers box set right here. It's great. There are 3 films in here: The Shark Hunter, Monster Shark, and Night of the Sharks, which is pretty cool. So let's take these out of the box again, like very strong. All right, so yeah, The Shark Hunter. It's the first one, with Franco Nero, of course, in the main lead, in the main role. There he is again. And it's been a while since I've seen these movies, actually. But as you all know, I'm a big fan of the Italian European cinema. And I love these sharksploitation movies, So there you go. Go figure. This is the back of it right there. We literally see Nero wrestling sharks. Well, kind of. But yeah, this is a film from, let me see, from 1979, and this is 90 minutes long, so it's a nice stretch, doesn't overstay its welcome. This is directed by Enzo G. Castellari, of all people, so go figure. And it stars, of course, Franco Nero. You have a great score by Guido and Maurizio De Angelis, which is great, of course. Let me see. Are there any? I don't think there are other familiar faces, at least not for me in here. I don't think so. No. Okay. But anyway, there are some special features. Deep Bond, a reunion interview between director Enzo G. Castellari and Franco Nero, and Money and Fins, an interview with the producer Enzo Doria, and a theatrical trailer. Well, that's pretty cool. So let's see. Here is the disc, and there is a soundtrack CD right there. So that's pretty cool, All right, so that's The Shark Hunter. I can't wait to rewatch these movies, y'all. This is pretty great. Then we have Monster Shark, which is a film that's directed by Lamberto Bava, son of Mario Bava, of course. So let's open this up. There you go. This is the original key art. And of course, this is the back. And what it says right here is Lamberto Bava's lovable Sharktopus epic. This movie is basically about, a shark octopus kind of mutant, in the Everglades in Florida, which is pretty bonkers, but it's a cool movie. It's really cool. This is from 1984, I believe. Yes, it is. And it's 94 minutes long. There you go. Again, doesn't overstay its welcome. Directed by Lamberto Bava, of course. Let's see. Who else is in this? Michael Sopkiw is the main star of this, of course. He is, of course, famous from Blast Fighter and Massacre in Dinosaur Valley. Gianno Garco is in this film. Dagmar Lassander, William Berger. So a lot of well-known Italian names. But yeah, there are some special features here. Audio commentary with sharksploitation experts Steven Scarlata, Josh Miller, and Matt Mercer. Okay, interesting. They call him John Old Jr., a talk with director Lamberto Bava, and Man vs. Devilfish interview with the main lead, Michael Sopkiw, and a theatrical trailer. So, yeah, pretty cool. And there you have it again. It's the discs, and there's, again, a soundtrack CD, which is always good. And the soundtrack is done by Fabio Frizzi, by the way, who is fantastic. So, yeah, Monster Shark, that's the second one. And then last but not least, there is Night of the Sharks. Look at that artwork. That is pretty dope. So yeah, again, this is the original key art. This is the back right here. I don't know if you can see. So let's see. This is directed by, let's see, can I find the director? Who is this directed by? Holy crap. I can't find it anywhere. Oh boy. What is the director? Oh, there it is. Anthony Richmond. That's the director. There it is. Okay. So this movie is 94 minutes long, and this is from 1988, actually. And it stars Treat Williams, which is very funny. And let's see, John Steiner is in this. Janet Agron is in this. Beautiful lady, of course. Let's see, a score by Stelvio Cipriani. There are no special features on here except a theatrical trailer, which is fine. And of course, you have your discs yet again. And there is also a soundtrack CD right there. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. So, Night of the Sharks. I can't wait to rewatch these movies. They seem so much fun. Maybe tomorrow, because it's actually going to rain here. So maybe tomorrow I will bust this open and give it a watch. But anyway, Stephen, Bud, thank you for the gift card, and thank you for this great box set as well. Thank you. So yeah. All right. With that out of the way, let's dive into the actual haul, shall we? You know how this is going to work. We're going to start with regular Blu-rays, and then we're going to move on to limited editions and box sets. So let me see. Where do I start? I'm going to start with this one. I picked up Baby Secret of the Lost Legend. This is a childhood icon of mine. I love this film. It's not without its issues. I mean, there is some ridiculous stuff in there, but overall, I really, really love this film. And I rewatched it like I think 3 nights ago or whatever, and it still warms my heart. So it's pretty great. It's directed by B.W. Norton, who later on went to direct some episodes for Hercules: The Legendary Journeys, of course. And it stars William Katt, Sean Young, Patrick McGowan. It has a score by Jerry Goldsmith. Lots of stuff to love in here. A jungle adventure, and of course, what it says here is a what is it? A cross between Raiders of the Lost Ark and E.T. So yeah, this is pretty great. There you go. That's the disc. There are no special features on here, but that's fine. There are no special features on this, but you can't have everything. Ultimately, it's a movie that counts, and it is what it is. Oh, we got our first comment here, so let's bring him in. Let's see. Mac Pro Tips is back. Hey, Mac Pro Tips. Thank you for stopping by. And he says, "What a treat! I didn't realize you were streaming. Hope you are doing well." I am doing well, actually. The heat is starting to come down now. We're getting some rain tomorrow. The only thing is I've been swamped at work, with different shifts and stuff, and I've been really busy, and it's been impossible for me to do like anything YouTube. But like I said at the start of the stream, I have a lot of things planned, so I'm coming back. I'm coming back. So yeah. But anyway, let's move on. So this one is from Scream Factory. I love my woman in prison films. Love my woman in prison films, and I picked up the Hot Box. I found this on eBay for kind of a ridiculous price. This was actually priced quite high, but you know what? I couldn't resist. So you know what? I figured, what the hell. So yeah, the Hot Box. I love my woman in prison films. It's a genre that I really enjoy. So yeah, this is the back right here. From a mission of mercy to no mercy. That's basically the tagline for all of those films. So this is directed by Joe Viola, and get this is produced by Jonathan Demme, who later on went to direct Silence of the Lambs. that's pretty bonkers right there. This movie stars Margaret Markov, who is also, of course, in Woman in Chains with Pam Grier, of course. And this movie stars Carmen Argenziano, which is pretty crazy, actually. It's a New World Pictures film, of course. It's from 1972. It's 85 minutes long. Yeah, what can I say about it? It looks pretty great. I can't wait to rewatch this. There is some inside pictures here. Let's take a look at that. Not a lot to see there, but it is, So yeah, the Hot Box. Why not? Why not, right? Let's see. We have. Oh, there you go. Mac Pro Tip says, I'm excited to see some movies. Well, you're in for a treat. Because again, I picked up a lot. So anyway, so the next two are from Vinegar Syndrome, and the first one is Charlie One Eye. Now I remember this movie, but I don't really recollect what it was about. I know it was kind of like a sort of like a grindhouse western with people of color in there. Of course, Richard Roundtree, of course. He's the most famous one, probably, on that list. Nigel Davenport, Roy Thins. So, yeah. This is the back right here. Oh, sorry. I have to, there you go. Somebody told the black man he wasn't a slave anymore. Somebody told the red man this land was his. Somebody lied, and somebody is going to pay. That sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty bonkers, actually. So yeah, this. This is the original key art, of course. Looks great. And this is the back. Let's see, what do we have here? So this movie is directed by Don Chaffee, of all people, who, of course, is maybe most famously known for Jason and the Argonauts, directing that film. So this Western comes from him, which is very interesting. Like I said, again, it stars Richard Roundtree, Roy Thines, Nigel Davenport. Let's see, it's from 1973. It's 107 minutes long. So, again, doesn't overstay its welcome. So, oh, wait a minute. Here we go. This is the disc, and the inside here is, of course, the artwork on the slip right here. So yeah, and there is a booklet, which is always great. I'm very interested to rewatch this film again because, again, I don't remember a lot about it. I do remember really enjoying it though, which is kind of funny, I guess. But let's see. There are some special features here. 4K transfer. That's great. Let's see. What do we have here? Oh, there's a lot. Well, interviews, audio commentaries, an interview with the composer, John Cameron. Let's see, an essay about Richard Roundtree's career. That's interesting. That's very interesting. So, theatrical trailers, stuff like that. So, yeah. And yeah, like I said, this is basically titled as an anti-Western, which I guess makes sense. So, but I'm very excited to rewatch this. Charlie One Eye. All right. Next up, also from Vinegar Syndrome, is Ma Mère. Now, don't judge me, all right? Don't judge me. I picked this up. Should this movie even exist? I have no idea, but it's there, and I couldn't resist, so I picked it up. Again, it's an interesting movie. Let's just say that it covers infidelity and incest, which is it is what it is. But honestly, it's a really great film. It's really great. I already watched it again, and it's great. It's really great. And I mean, come on, Isabelle Huppert. I mean, what a beautiful woman she is. So let's open this up. This is, of course, again, the original key art. So yeah, Isabelle Huppert, Louis Garrel, Emma de Son, I guess, and Joanna Price. I probably butchered that. It's directed by Christophe Honore, and it's based on a novel, I believe, from Georges Bataille. So, yeah, there aren't a lot of special features on this one. Interview with the director, Christopher Honore, and a theatrical trailer. There is slight nudity on here, but I think I can show this. I think I can show this. There you go. There you go. And it's from 2004, and it's 110 minutes long. This movie was part of the French extreme wave. It's not a horror film, but it's a romantic drama, basically. Maybe kind of an erotic thriller, but it's really good. It's really good, actually. So, yeah, Ma Mère, really great film. So, yeah. Oh, we got some comments here. Let's see. Matt is here. Did you end up watching Bring Her Back yet? Actually, I haven't yet. I haven't seen it yet, honestly, because I've just been too busy with with work and other stuff, and it's just I couldn't find the time to watch Bring Her Back yet. But I want to watch it because I hear like really great things about it. So, and I've heard some things that make it sound that it's like it's right up my alley. I think if what I heard is correct. So we'll see. But I want to watch it, but I haven't watched it yet. No. Let's see. Matt is also saying my current favorite horror film of the year, along with Sinners. You know what? First of all, I'm very happy that you enjoyed Sinners. It's not my cup of tea, to be honest. I mean, I've seen it. I've watched it, of course. And there are a lot of things to love in like the filmmaking aspect of it. I'm just not a big fan of musicals. Musicals are just not my thing. And Sinners being like a horror film musical kind of hybrid, it just, I don't know, it just didn't work for me. It wasn't my cup of tea. But I can see the craft behind it, and I really love how the film was made. It's just not for me. So, but I'm happy that you loved it. I'm really happy that you loved it. So anyway, let's see. Macro Tip says too many movies, too little time. Yeah, I mean, really. I mean, I should probably at some point take like 2 weeks off, like a vacation or something, to get through all of this stuff. So it's it is what it is. Let's see. Matt says, what are some of your favorite pieces of physical media? Well, some of my favorite pieces of media, physical media, is in this collection actually. But if you want something, hold on, let me just get that for you. Because last May at HorrorCon, I picked up a lot of vinyl records, musical soundtracks, and I picked up this. And this is really amazing. Really amazing. I already listened to it, and it's really great. So yeah, that's one of them. So there you go. All right, let's move on. There are a couple from Radiance Films that I have here. The first one is Rosa La Rose. Rosa La Rose, that's probably the right name. Fil Public, probably. I probably butchered that, but it is what it is. I can't. My French is terrible. What can I say? I haven't watched this yet, but I hear really good things about it. It's sort of like it's an erotic drama about apparently the life of a prostitute, a fictional prostitute, but still. What's her name again? That's her name actually, Rosa La Rose. So yeah, this film is written and directed by Paul Vecchiali. Vecchiali, I hope I pronounced that right. And it's from 1986, 87 minutes long. So yeah, this is the back, of course. There, can focus. There you go. Let's see. There are special features here. Let's see. An archival interview with the director. Archival interview with actors Marianne Bassler and Jean Sorel, who I believe are in the film. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are actually. Let's see what else. theatrical trailer, all of that stuff. Yeah. So this is the inside right here. And we have, we have reversible artwork as well. And there is a booklet once again. I hope I can show this. I don't know if there is any nudity in here. I'm sorry about the glare. It won't focus. Anyway, I can show you this. Some nice photos and text, of course. Really great. So yeah, Rosa La Rose, that's the first one. Then we have two French crime thrillers from director Claude Miller, I believe, and it's Garde à Vue and Mortelle Randonnée. And basically that translates as The Inquisitor and In Deadly Pursuit, or Deadly Pursuit. So you have two films on this one, two films. Let's see. So they are both from, no, sorry. The first one is from 1981 and the other is from 1983. And oh, that's a big difference. One is 88 minutes long and one is 121 minutes long. That's wow. Okay. That doesn't have to be a bad thing though. Let's see. What do we have here? So special features, I guess. Again, 4K transfer. There are so many things on here. I can't read them all, but audio commentaries, a documentary on Claude Miller, theatrical trailers. There is so much stuff on here. I can't go through it all, but and of course we have two discs. And then we have, again, another booklet. What are those? I believe they're called Gauloises, right? Gauloises is the French cigarettes from back in the day. So the first movie stars Romy Schneider in one of the main leads, the Inquisitor. Again, lots of text and stuff. There you go. So yeah, these sound very interesting. These sound very, very interesting. Isabelle Adjani is also in one of these two films. So yeah, you have some pretty great actors in it as well. Garde à Vue and Mortelle Randonnée. So yeah. And then, of course, I had to do it. Two Poliziotteschi movies right here from their sister company, Raro Video. And they have been doing very great stuff. Now, this one is called Killer Cop. La Polizia Halemani Legat. Legat? I probably butchered that, but anyway. Killer Cop. This is a movie directed by Luciano Ercoli. And this movie is based on real events. Very strange for a Poliziotteschi film, but this movie is actually based on an actual incident. This is basically based on a certain the bombing of the Piazza Fontana Hotel in 1969. That's what it was. And they basically wrote a Poliziotteschi around that, which is pretty cool, I guess. So anyway, Claudio Cassinelli is the main lead in this. Let's see. It's again directed by Luciano Ercoli. It's from 1975. There are 2 cuts of the film. One is 95 minutes long, and one is 97 minutes long, which is pretty interesting. So let's take a look at this. This is the, of course, the reversible artwork. Wait a minute. It's better if I do it like this. There you go. So, yeah. Oh, get in there. And, of course, again, we have a booklet. I will get to the comments, guys. I will get to the comments. After I'm done with Radiance Films, I will get to the comments. I promise. And of course, this one, and this is one of my favorite Poliziotteschi out there. I mean, Il Poliziotto e Marzio, which basically means shoot first, die later. This is a Poliziotteschi from Fernando Di Leo. It stars Luke Miranda, of course. Fantastic actor. This is from 1974. It's 90 minutes long. So yeah, again, I mean, it's great. There are some special features here. Audio commentaries, archival interview with Luke Miranda, archival interview with Fernando Di Leo. So theatrical trailers. There are a lot of great stuff. And of course, this is again the inside here. Look at that. That's pretty cool. So yeah, there is, like I said, there is a booklet. Life's a Bitch, the nihilistic despair and moral clarity of Di Leo's Shoot First, Die Later. Pretty big standard right there, but you know. So yeah. What this movie does have, though, is 2 car chases. So, you know, there you go. It's all good. All right, let's get to some comments before we move on. Let's see. Mac Pro Tips says, I liked the musical aspects meeting the horror genre, but I can understand if the music wasn't your thing. Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, musicals are just not my thing. It is what it is. But I'm really happy that it's received by people very well. I'm really happy that people love it. So Matt says, very cool. Okay, thank you. My buddy Jerry is here. Jerry, hey Jerry, hi. How are you doing? Hello, brother. He says, glad to see you back with some new gorgeous releases. Yeah, Leia. Yeah, I am. And speaking of that, let's move on, shall we? Now, I have one from Chameleon Films. Let's do that one first. Because I love Chameleon Films, and I picked up Sparrow. I'm a big Johnny To fan. I love Johnny To. I love his high-octane action crime thrillers, you know. This movie doesn't have as much action as some of his other ones, but it's still a very good movie. And I thought, I have to have this as a Johnny To fan. Actually, I might do something Johnny To related in the near future. Just saying. But yeah, Sparrow. Lots of special features here. Let's see. So this is from 2008, and it's 87 minutes long, which is pretty short for a Johnny To film. From Hong Kong, of course. Let's see. Special features. Let's see what is interesting here. An interview with the composer of the film. Archival interviews with Johnny To, Simon Yan, Kelly Lin, and Gordon Lam Ka-tung. All of those are very famous, Johnny To actors and actresses, which is really cool. This is, by the way, from Chameleon Films. They are releasing this stuff, so it's pretty great. But yeah, I showed you that. All right. So we have, of course, reversible artwork, which is the original key art, of course. I didn't change this around yet. I'm going to, because I want the original key art. But that's a great poster, man. Look at that. That's a awesome poster right there. And of course, we have a booklet again with again lots of text about the film. Are there some pictures in here? Oh, not a lot of them. Oh, yeah, I could show you this. There you go. So yeah, Sparrow. I can't wait to rewatch this because again, big Johnny To fan. So there you go, Sparrow from Chameleon Films. Check them out. All right. Let's move on to, let's see, what do we do first? Let's do 88 Films. 88 Films. 88 Films is one of my favorite labels out there. The stuff that they are doing is fantastic. I love their Category 3 films that they released. The Italian collection, of course. But lately they have announced like 2 new labels. One is Japanarchy, which are like sort of like Japanese horror exploitation films, which, to be honest, I haven't gotten into yet. I plan to, but I haven't gotten into those yet. But there is also this label called the French Collection, which are basically all like erotic dramas or erotic thrillers, which I love. So I picked up like a stack of those. Like, look at that. That's pretty cool. So let's start with the first one. Naked Sex. I thought sex usually is naked. Just saying. There you go. Can I show the back of it all? Yeah, I think I can if I do it quickly. There you go. Where it is. There it is. There you go. So this is the inside, and of course the alternate of the original key art. I am going to change these, but not yet. So this is from 1973. It's 107 minutes long. There aren't any like known actors, at least not for me anyway. But it's written and produced by Jose Benazeraf I hope I pronounced that right. And it's directed by Jose Benazir, also by Jose Benazirov. There are no special features on this except for a theatrical trailer, I believe. So, but naked sex. Then we have erotic sex games. Where did they get these titles? It's really like, what? So weird. Anyway, but erotic sex games. Can I show the back of this? Yeah, I think I can. Let's take some risks. There you go. And of course, you have the reversible artwork. Let's see. This is directed by Alain Nauroy. I hope so. It's from 1977. It's 84 minutes long. Again, also no special features, which is fine. Doesn't have to have special features. I believe it's a 4K transfer, though. I believe so. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, really, I really great releases. This stuff. I love French cinema. Jean Rollin, this kind of stuff. I love French cinema. So why not? So erotic sex games. Sexually Yours. Again, where do they come up with this stuff? Anyway, but it's it's pretty interesting. This is directed by Max Pécasse. I believe he's one of the more famous, erotic sort of film directors in France. Used to be. This is from 1974. It's 86 minutes long. There aren't any familiar actors, I think. No. It's also written by Max Pécasse. No special features. Again, there is a trailer, but yeah. Sexually Yours. And of course, the reversible artwork. All right, let's see. Private Club. Ooh, I better not show you this. Maybe really quickly. Here we go. There you go. All right. So again, directed by Max Pécasse, written by Max Pécasse. Not any familiar actors or actresses to me, anyway. This is from 1974. Again, 88 minutes long. So, and no special features, just a trailer. And of course, again, reversible artwork. I can't wait to dive into all of these guys. And then we have the French Love. I can show you that. That's fine. This is directed by, written and directed by Jose Benazirov. Let's see. Again, no familiar actors or actresses here, for me anyway. It's 100 minutes long. It's from 1972. Delirious erotic ecstasy starts now to demolish the French system. Wow. Okay. Maybe some political subtext in this one. I have no idea, but we'll see. and of course we have. There we have a floater. We have a floater. Anyway, reversible artwork there. Oh, we have a floater. Oh boy, it's okay. The disc is okay. All right. Anyway, the French Love. So great stuff that I can't wait to see. All right, let's you know what? Let's do Arrow Video, because I picked up these two from Arrow Video. First of all, of course, we have where's the glare, guys? The glare. The Taking of Pelham 123. I love this film. I adore this film. It's great. So, yeah, let's take this out. Of course, then you have the original key art. And the back with lots of stuff there. So I think this film is well known to people, but anyway, it's directed by Joseph Sargent. Let's see, based on the novel by John Goody. It stars, of course, the magnificent Robert Shaw is in this. Show me the way to go home. That's a different movie. But yeah, Robert Shaw is great, and I can't wait to rewatch this. Martin Balsam is also in this film. Yeah, so there are lots of special features on this. I can't go through all of them. It's theatrical trailers, interviews, making of, archival interviews. It's a 4K restoration. By the way, it's 104 minutes long, and it's from 1974. So, yeah, this is pretty great. And of course, the disc with the reversible artwork. And then we have a booklet, of course. Cast and crew. Rich with text. So yeah, Taking of Pelham 123. This is a great crime thriller. Again, starring the magnificent Robert Shaw, and I can't wait to rewatch this. And the second one I picked up from Arrow Video is Roadhouse, of course, with Patrick Swayze in in my opinion, this is his best role. That's just me. But I love this film. I wanted to get the limited edition of Vinegar Syndrome, but it's sold out like crazy. And when you look on eBay, it goes away for extreme amounts of money. So I thought I'm just gonna wait, and I hope that another label will release this, which they did. You go, Arrow, you go. So yeah, this is the back again. There is lots of special features here, guys. I can't go through all of that. Just the usual stuff with Arrow. They pack it with special features. But anyway, it's directed by, what was it again? It's directed by Rowdy Harrington. It has a Michael Kamen score. It stars Patrick Swayze, of course. Kelly Lynch, Sam Elliott is in this film. It's really great. This is, of course, the original poster. And let's see. We have one disc with the movie and 2 discs with all of the extras. So this is like really great stuff. Let's go through this. Like, again, so this is disc 1, and disc 2 and 3 are on here, I believe. Or is it? I think so. I'll find it anyway. But anyway, these are the discs, of course. Now, this is really cool. They added a coaster with like double deuce. That's really cool. That's really inventive, Arrow. Like, that's really cool, man. Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome. We also get again a booklet right here. It's not a very big booklet, but you know, you can't have everything. And we have a poster, which I am going to look at right now. Yeah, there we go. And of course, that's the Arrow one. So yeah, that's great stuff. Really, really great. Arrow is doing a fantastic job with this. And these are great releases. Once again. So, yeah, Roadhouse. Also, all right, that was Arrow video. Let's move on to Cauldron Films, because I picked up one from Cauldron Films, and that is this bad boy, Rico the Mean Machine. Now, if I'm correct about this, this is like a Poliziotteschi film. I think it is. I think so. I think it was. Yeah, it's a Poliziotteschi film, but it's quite a violent one, actually. At that, it's from 1973. So right at the high water mark of the Poliziotteschi films. This is really cool, man. I mean, look at that. That. Oh, there we go. That says it all. The picture on above there, right there. It's yeah. Yeesh. Anyway, yeah, Rico the Mean Machine. It's directed by Tullio De Micheli, who also directed Sabata the Killer, for example. It's, of course, from 1973. It's 94 minutes long. It's a 4K restoration. There are special features on this. An interview with actress Melissa Longo, an interview with actor Antonio Mayan, Cauldron of Ricos, a video essay by genre film historian Eugenio Ercolani. That's always great to have that. And an archival interview with Christopher Mitchum, theatrical trailer, of course. Now, look at that. Look at that. Whoo-hoo. That is pretty badass. So, yeah, again, we have of course, the disc. And that's, of course, reversible artwork right there. I'm probably going to flip that over. Not now, though. Oh, by the way, Barbara Boucher is also in this film, which is really cool. So can I show anything? I hope so. In this book. there is lots of text here. So yeah, Rico the Mean Machine. This is really great, and I can't wait to rewatch this. I remember this being very violent, but I can take it. So very excited to rewatch this. All right. One moment. I'm just gonna off screen. I'm just gonna take off my my sweater here because sitting in the lights is pretty warm. Anyway, all right. I have 4 more, and then we're gonna go into box sets and limited editions. So I picked up 4 from Shameless Films. Now, I wasn't the biggest fan of Shameless Films in the past, but lately somebody told me that they really improved their releases and they really upped like their transfers. They have much better transfers of the films. So I thought, you know what? Let's purchase these and let's check it out. So the first one I picked from them is Dario Argento's 4 Flies on Grey Velvet. Now, this is the 3rd part in his Animal trilogy, and this is very hard to find. This was very hard to find. I already had the first 2, Bird and of course the Cat O' Nine Tails, but this one is really hard to find. Well, used to, but now I own a copy, so I can't wait to rewatch this. It's pretty great. So this movie is from 1971, of course. It's directed by the maestro, of course, himself. Let's see. It stars Michael Brandon. I believe Mimsy Farmer is in this film. Bud Spencer, I believe. It has a score by Ennio Morricone. So yeah, it looks great. It looks really, really great. That's the back right there. There are some special features here. Again, interview with Dario Argento, interview with Michael Brandon, interview with writer and the director's assistant Luigi Cozzi. That's very interesting. I should watch that. That sounds very cool. Theatrical trailers and stuff like that. And then, of course, you have the original key art right there. And you have the disc. So, yeah. That's 4 Flies on Grey Velvet. Then we have... Then we have Lucio Fulci's Contraband. This is, I believe this was the last official Poliziotteschi film. It's directed by Lucio Fulci. Lucio Fulci is in my top 5 of favorite directors of all time, as most of you know. So I had to have this. Let's see, this is from 1980. Yes, that's what it was, 1980. It stars Fabio Testi, of course, Ivana Monti. It's a score by Fabio Frizzi. Yeah, really great, really great. Great stuff. So special features, there is an interview with Fabio Testi. An exclusive video essay by Stephen Thrower. I love Stephen Thrower. Stephen Thrower and Kim Newman are my favorite movie critics. So yeah, and a interview with Lucio Fulci's daughter Antonella, which is great. And of course, you have the original key art once again, and the disc. So that's Contraband. Can't wait to dive into that one again. Then we have Papaya, Love Goddess of the Cannibals. I mean, just look at that picture. I mean, like, what does that say? I have no idea. But this is, of course, one of the Italian cannibal films. Although there isn't much cannibalism in this, it's much more of an erotic horror film. But yeah, it stars, of course, the great Sirpa Lane, probably one of the hottest women to have ever lived. She was also in Valerian Barocic's movie The Beast, of course, which is a very bizarre film, to say the least. But yeah, this is the back right there. There aren't any special features on this. There is a trailer, but it is what it is. Sirpa Lane, yeah. I don't think there are any other big names in here. It's a soundtrack by Stelvio Cipriani. It's directed by Joe D'Amato, of course. Pretty great stuff. And of course, this is the original key art and the disc. All right. Here we go. Oh, it won't go in. I don't want to wreck it. So there we go. And then the last one of Shameless is Oasis of Fear. I love this film. It's a great giallo. I think it's one of Umberto Lenzi's best films, to be honest. I can't wait to rewatch this. This is a great one. Yeah, it's from 1971. Let's see. Of course, directed by Umberto Lenzi. This stars Ray Lovelock, Irena Papas. Yeah, it's where is it? Yeah, again, directed by Umberto Lenzi. Are there special features on here? Yeah, there is. There is an interview with Ornella Muti, who is the main star of this film, I believe. And then there is an interview with Umberto Lenzi and theatrical trailer. That's about it. Oh, okay, that's fine. And of course, original key art. I mean, look at that. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. And your disc. All right. And that was it for the regular Blu-rays. That was the regular Blu-rays. Let's dive into the really good stuff, limited editions and box sets. So the first one is not a part of any label. I believe it's Studio Canal, but I had to have this. It's one of my all-time favorites, Dirty Harry. I mean, look at that. Look. The school bus scene right there. This is a fantastic release. So it's a steelbook. I'm not the biggest fan of steelbooks, but it's fine. And of course, the man himself, Clint Eastwood. So we have two discs in here. One is the Blu-ray and one is the 4K. And of course, that's the Andrew Robinson as the shooter, basically. or Serpico. I should call him Serpico. And then we have this whole sort of envelope with all of these extras. Let's take a look at that, shall we? So, like, there are tons of art cards in here. I'm not going to show them all to you, but, you know, just to give you an idea. So, yeah, all of these art cards. And then there is a poster, which I'm not going to unfold, but, you know, it's the poster of the movie, basically. So, yeah, this is a really great release. I already watched this. I already rewatched this. By the way, it's the File of the Scorpio Killer. But yeah, I already rewatched this, and this movie looks fantastic. The transfer is so great. So, yeah, Dirty Harry, love it. Gotta love it. Classic stuff. Also classic stuff is my next one from Vinegar Syndrome. Now, I couldn't pass this up because I'm a big William Friedkin fan. So I picked up Jade. Now, this film, I think, is very underrated. I love this film personally, anyway. But yeah, I mean, it comes after his high water mark, but I still think that this is a really good movie. So, you know, Jade. So let's open this up. Here we go. That's, of course, the original key art, which is, look at that. That's pretty dope. Of course, it stars David Caruso and Linda Fiorentino, of course. Let's see who else was there. Michael Biehn, Richard Crenna. You know, just a great cast all around. Directed by William Friedkin, of course. Who did the score for this? Oh, yeah, it's soundtrack by James Horner. I love James Horner. Yeah, pretty great stuff. So there are 2 discs in here, 4K and Blu-ray right there. Let's see. We have some special features. We have the 95-minute theatrical cut of the film. And then we have the 107-minute long director's cut of the film. So we have 2 cuts. Let's see. Interviews, you know, theatrical trailers. I can't read it all. There's too much, but, you know. And this movie is, of course, from, let me see, what was it again? 1995. That's what it was. 1995. That's what it was. And yeah, pretty great. And then, of course, we have a book again. Well, a booklet. It's a book. There you go. Again, filled with text. And there she is. Linda. Everybody Makes Mistakes, the erotic thriller as couples counseling. That's a pretty hard take. Again, I love this film, but I understand, you know, it comes after William Friedkin's House Water Mark, so, you know, or High Water Mark. So, you know, what can you do? What can you do? But I love this film, and I had to have this because I am a William Friedkin fan. So Jade, pretty great stuff. All right. I'm also a very big fan of Jean Rollin. And Eureka has released 2 new films from Jean Rollin. And I picked both of them up. And I can't wait to rewatch this. The Iron Rose, which is a fantastic film. This might be my favorite Jean Rollin film, to be honest. It's basically a meditation on death and what death means and stuff like that. The mystery surrounding death, all of that. It's basically a big metaphor for that. But it's such a great film. Most of the film takes place on a cemetery, like a lot of Jean Rollin films. But in this case, it makes so much sense when you think about the, underlying thematics and stuff. But yeah, I have let's see if I can bring it up. No, I can't bring it up. I have number 97 of 4,000. So that's pretty great. It's from 1973 and it's 80 minutes long. So let's take a look at this. And La Rose de Fer. La Rose de Fer, I guess that's the right name for it. Anyway, the world of the dead meets the world of the living. That's pretty much what it is. Are there any familiar faces on this? It's also, by the way, it's also based on an original story by Jean Rollin. So basically, he invented the story for this movie himself, which I think is pretty cool. And of course, you have the disc right there. There are special features, but again, it's tons of it, so I can't read it all. There is a essay with Stephen Thrower on here, by the way. So there is an essay with Stephen Thrower. I'm definitely gonna watch that because, again, next to Kim Newman, my favorite movie critic, and then of course there is a booklet. It's pretty great stuff right there. Now, I have to be careful because I don't know if I can show anything, given that Jean Rollin is known for his nudity. It might be okay, though. So, yeah, really great release. Thank you, Indicator. You are doing fantastic stuff. So, the Iron Rose. And then I picked up Girls Without Shame. Now, this is hard to find, but this is actually a Jean Rollin film. He just made it under a pseudonym. He made it under a different name. He basically directed this movie under the name of Michel Gentil. Because this movie is basically an erotic thriller, and Jean Rollin was trying to get away a bit from, the exploitive side of the nudity that he got in his films, basically. But he did direct this film, again, erotic thriller, but just under a different name. This movie is also known, by the way, as Schoolgirl Hitchhikers. And you know what? This is one of his films where there aren't like supernatural elements. There aren't vampires. There aren't zombies. You know, this is like more of a human story. But I think that's what makes it great. So, you know, this is from 1973. Again, 80 minutes long. Again, tons of special features. I can't read it all, but you know, let's see. Who robbed the robbers? Right there. And I have number 69 out of 4,000 again. There aren't any familiar faces, I think, in this film. Not that I remember. No, I don't think so. But anyway, lots of special features, but I can't read them all. So, you know, I'm just going to go through it. Hold on. Because otherwise I'm going to be in trouble. Otherwise I get demonetized. So again, a book. An Indicator does such a great job with these books, you know, with interviews and all of that. There is nudity here. I can't show it. I can't show you this though. So, yeah, again, great book. So, there we go. So yeah, Girls Without Shame. Oh, that's fine. Anyway, there you have it. Girls Without Shame. There you go. So great releases from Indicator. All right, let's move on to the next one, which is from Eureka Films. By the way, let me see if I missed any chats here. I don't think so. No, we're good. Okay. So the next one is from Eureka Films, and they released one of the French extreme horror movies, and I have to have that. I have to have that. So Trouble Every Day. I picked that up. A Claire Denis film. I love this film. It's fantastic. So yeah, from 2001, of course, directed by Claire Denis again. Let's see. Are there any special features on this? There are some. I can't go through all of them, but there is an archival audio commentary with Claire Denis about the film. Theatrical trailers. It's a 4K transfer, so all great stuff. But yeah, and it stars Vincent Gallo, Tricia Vesey, Alex Descas, Beatrice Dalle from Inside, of course. So yeah, pretty great. By the way, this is pretty much the French sort of modern day vampire film, which is pretty great. So yeah, let's take a look inside as well, because there is lots of stuff here. This is the original key art, and again the back right there. So we have discs. There are 2 discs, 4K and Blu-ray, of course. And then there are art cards, which I can't show you because it has some very explicit things in there. There is also a book which I'm going through. I hope I can show you anything. Yeech. But yeah, I love the French extreme like wave of horror movies. Really great stuff. And oh, hold on, there we go. And I can't wait to check this out yet again. So Trouble Every Day. All right, let's move on. What do we do next? All right, let's do this one. I have one from Grindhouse Films. I have one from Grindhouse Films. And all I can say is like, look at this bad boy right here. This is fantastic. Lucio Fulci's The Beyond. This is absolutely fantastic. Again, Lucio Fulci is one of my favorite directors. I think The Beyond is his best film. That's just me. But anyway, look at this. Look. They made it like the Book of Ibon in like. And the funny thing is like when you open that, I don't know if I can show it, but you have all these discs and different releases of the film and soundtracks and all of that. Like, look at that. Isn't that awesome? That is so cool, man. Like, that is so awesome. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And then, of course, we have this book with the maestro himself and my favorite character of the film. This is such a fantastic release. There is so much to show you. I can't go through all of it, but it's pretty great. So yeah, The Beyond, man, it's pretty great. There are special features on this. Let's see. Well, again, there are so many special features on here. I can't read it all to you, but a lot of the special features are on the regular Blu-ray as well that I have. So for people who have the Grindhouse Blu-ray release of The Beyond, you pretty much all know what's on there. So I'm not gonna go through all of that, but yeah, I mean, The Beyond, man, it's great. I love that film. Anyway, let's move on. Then we have, I picked up one from Umbrella Films, which is Shudder, an Asian horror film. I love my Asian horror, of course, which is pretty great. And if you can, They Are Around Us, which is pretty dope. So, yeah. The thing about Asian horror, though, I have to watch Asian horror during the day because it's just like there's not a lot that scares me, but Asian horror is like, ooh, man. But yeah, Shudder. So let's see if I can open this up. And then, of course, we have the original key art right there. And the back right there. The most terrifying images are the ones that are real. Very true, actually. So then we have the discs, and there is a poster. I'm not going to unfold that because we'll be here all night. Let's see. Then we have some art cards right here. Let's take a look at those very quickly. Let's see. What do we have here? There you go. Ooh, that's a good one. This is a good one. See, this is what I mean right here. Like, is that terrifying or is that terrifying? Like, holy crap. Anyway, again, look, like, what the hell? That is some pretty scary shit. And again, like, wow, man, that's pretty scary stuff. Which is why I'm going to watch it during the day. Anyway. All right, and then we have a book, of course. So yeah, Shudder. Really excited to check this out. I love my Asian horror. Absolutely terrifying stuff. But I am going to watch it during the day. So Shudder. All right, let's move on. Let's do. You know what? Let's do Arrow Video first. That makes sense. Let's do Arrow Video first. All right, here we go. All right. Going back to Lucio Fulci, I couldn't resist. Zombie Flesh Eaters, classic. I have to have it, I probably own this movie like 4 times now. But it is what it is. Of course, the most famous scene right there with Olga Carlados. Of course, you have the original key art. And again, special features. But a lot of these special features are on the old DVD, the old Blu-ray as well. So I'm not going to go through that. We have a book, though, which is pretty dope. Which is pretty great. There you go. There you go. All right. So, yeah, Zombie Flesh Eaters or Zombie Due or whatever you want to call it. Usually these films have like 5 titles or whatever. So, but I couldn't resist. I had to pick this up. So, yeah. What I also had to pick up is this. Let me just hold this up. Ooh la la. This is porn for the eyes, really. Look at this. The $3 trilogy. The Dollars trilogy, I should say. So we have A Fistful of Dollars. And we have For a Few Dollars More. And of course, we have The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. These are great releases, really great releases. I'm so happy that Arrow Video put these out. Again, the original key art, I believe it was anyway. And you have 2 discs. One with the film and one with the extras, actually. Let's see. Are there interesting extras here? Let's see. I can't read it all. I'm sorry, I can't read it all. I'll be here all night. But anyway, there are lots of special features on this. But anyway, this movie is, of course, 100 minutes long. It's from 1964, of course. This is basically the first official spaghetti western. So that's really cool that they were able to get the rights for that. Introducing the man with no name. He's going to trigger a whole new style in adventure. This man with no name is played by Clint Eastwood. Yeah, so again, and we have a book. Again, we have a book. So let's go into that, shall we? There probably isn't any nudity here, so I can probably show you this. Lots of text, of course. Are there any like nice photos and stuff? Yep, there we go. So yeah, A Fistful of Dollars. Really cool. Then we have For a Few Dollars More, which is the second part, of course. There you go. And of course, the back with all those special features that I'm not going to read because I'll be here all night again. So let's see. This movie is 132 minutes long. That's a really long film. It's from 1965, I believe. Again, directed by Sergio Leone. Clint Eastwood, Lee Van Cleef, Gian Maria Volante, Luigi Pistilli, Klaus Kinski. So many like famous Italian names right here. Of course, a score by Ennio Morricone. All 3 of these are really fantastic stuff. So again, we have discs, the movie and the extras. And again, we have a book. Let's see. There we go. So yeah, again, really cool stuff. I love that they released these films. I can't wait to rewatch them. And I might do something Sergio Leone related in the future as well, by the way. So, you know, keep an eye out for that. But For a Few Dollars More. All right. And then we go to, of course, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, which is the most famous one, maybe, possibly. Anyway, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Lee Van Cleef, Eli Wallach, you know, Clint Eastwood. For three men, the Civil War wasn't hell, it was practice. And again, so the back with all the information there. So yeah, Maria Brago is in this film as well. Luigi Pistilli, again, scored by Ennio Morricone. This movie, there are like two cuts of this film. There is a cut that is 162 minutes long, and one that is 179 minutes long. So yeah, and of course it's from 1966. So, and what is really cool about this, first of all, let's do this. Of course, discs, all the discs are here. But what is really cool, they added Sad Hill Unearthed. You can't read it, but Sad Hill Unearthed. I believe this was a documentary about the spaghetti western, which I'm going to watch as soon as possible because I love that stuff. Anyway, so again, we have a book. But I think everyone knows this. Such a masterpiece this is. Such a masterpiece this is. Anyway, this is great. The Dollars trilogy on these great box sets from Arrow. Arrow, you are great. All right. So that was that. Let's move on with this because there is more from Arrow Video. I'm really starting to get into film noir, and I'm really falling in love with film noir because of Robert Meyer Burnett is a big reason for that. But anyway, so I found this box set, and it was a bit expensive, but you know what? I have to have this. Four film noir classics. This is volume 1. I have volume 3, so I only have to get volume 2, and then I have it complete. So, I mean, just look there. This box has The Dark Mirror, Secret Beyond the Door, I believe, Secret Beyond the Door, Force of Evil, and The Big Combo. There you go. So, and again, like lots of stuff on there. I can't read all of that to you, but it's directors Fritz Lang, Robert Siodmak, Joseph H. Lewis, all great stuff. So the first one is The Dark Mirror, Olivia de Havilland Luers. There you go. Are there any special features on this? Not a lot. No, not really worth mentioning anyway. Anyway, second one is Secret Beyond the Door, Joanne Bennett and Michael Redgrave. This movie is from, let me see. Can't find it. I can't find the year this was in. Let me see. I can't find it. Maybe it's in the book. This is 99 minutes long, and this is directed by Fritz Lang, by the way. And by the way, this one, The Dark Mirror, I forgot about that. This was 85 minutes long, and this is directed by, let's see, Robert Siodmak. Then we have Force of Evil, John Garfield. So let's see. This is 79 minutes long. That's not really a long film. And this is directed by, let me see, Abraham Polanski. Let's see. Are there special features on here? Yeah, not really worth mentioning a lot anyway. But yeah, Force of Evil. And the last one is The Big Combo with Cornel Wilde, Richard Conte, Gene Wallace, Brian Donlevy. This is directed by Joseph H. Lewis, 88 minutes long. I can't find what year they're from, but anyway. Special features now, just theatrical trailers and stuff. That's fine. That's fine. Anyway, and then we have a book. Let me see if I can find anything. Really nice book right here. Very detailed as well, of genre and innovation. Yeah, like I said, I have really fallen in love with film noir, and I'm really starting to discover all of these, like, hidden golds. There are so many great films in film noir history, and I can't wait to dive into this box set because I pretty much know nothing about this. So this is going to be a journey for me as well. So yeah, great stuff. Film noir classics. All right. All right, we have a couple more. Not a lot, but a couple more. All right. 88 films. I picked up 2 from 88 films. There we go. Devil Fetus and Her Vengeance. Because it's category 3. I love category 3. So, Devil Fetus, Asian exploitation at its finest, of course. I mean, look at that. That's pretty great. So, yeah, here's the... there we go. Here's the disc. And the back right there. This, of course, is the original key art. So it's 92 minutes long. This movie is from, let me see if I can find it. I'm not sure. I think it's like from the 90s or whatever. Anyway. So are there any special features on this? Not a lot. It's a theatrical trailer. 2K restoration of the complete uncut version. Okay, that's great. So yeah, there is, however, a book. A nice book. Let's see if I can show anything, because I'm sure this has nudity in it. I can show you this though. What to expect when you're bisecting. I don't know what to expect, but I'm sure it's going to be quite gross, which I have come to expect from these films. But you know what? I'm there for it. It's fine. It's pretty great. So yeah, Devil Fetus, pretty great release right there. And then of course we have Her Vengeance, basically a very violent Asian rape revenge film. It's the original key art right there. Let's see. Again, I don't know what year it is from. I can't find it. But yeah, it's anyway. Special features: 2K restoration of the, of course, uncut version. Let's see, theatrical trailers. There is an audio commentary with Asian film expert Frank Jeng from the New York Asian Film Festival. Yeah, the actors and actresses are pretty much, unknown to me. So, but this looks great. It looks great. It's 93 minutes long, by the way. So, and of course, again, we have a book. Hong Kong cinema and the rape and revenge genre. Yeah. That's pretty much what it is. There you go. So, yeah, I mean, I love these Category 3 films. They are really, really great. For me, anyway. I enjoy the hell out of them. And, I can't wait to dive into these. It's pretty great stuff. Her Vengeance. So I think I only have like 2 left. Yeah, I think so. I have two left. I have 2 left. All right. I have 2 left. 2 left, and then we're done. This has been a pretty long one, but I had a lot of stuff, so it's I hope that you guys bear with me anyway. So I have 2 more. I promise. So the next one I picked up from Imprint Films. Now, I'm a fan of Imprint Films, but I don't love everything that they release. But when I saw this box, I had to have this because these are films that I really love. It comes from the classical era of Hollywood. It is basically Tales of Adventure Collection 2. So there are multiple numbers in this, but this is collection number 2, and these are all jungle adventure films, jungle pictures. So that's really cool. Anyway, so you have Attack on the Amazon, Daughter of the Jungle, Fairwind to Java, Elephant Walk, and Safari. This is the back right here. All right, I'm going to open this up. Yeah. Again, nice strong box there to hold it. So anyway, yeah, we have 4 films right here. So let's do these in chronological order. Angel on the Amazon with Daughter of the Jungle. It's a double feature. So I think on the other side is Daughter of the Jungle. Yep, there it is. All right, so let's see. Angel on the Amazon, 1948. It's like an hour and a half long. Vera Ralston is in it. I don't know. No, I am not familiar with the other actors. Let's see. They're Republic Pictures. Yeah, what can I say? There are no special features on here. It's a 4K scan. Oh, by the way, there is an audio commentary by film historian Philippa Berry from 2023. And then Daughter of the Jungle. Let's see. Also like an hour and a half long, 1949. Let's see. 4K scan. Again, audio commentary by film historian Jerry Girani. And those were the special features. So yeah, Angel on the Amazon with Daughter of the Jungle. All right. Then we have, Fairwind to Java. Fred MacMurray and Vera Ralston, of course. Fred. Let's see. Again, special features, not a lot of them. Audio commentary by film historian Sam Deignan. And it's a 4K scan again. Like I said, Fred MacMurray, Vera Ralston. Yeah, there isn't a lot else on there. 1953, that's where it's from. It's an hour and a half long again. Oh, by the way, they basically based this movie on the Krakatoa explosion. You know, the volcano eruption. They incorporate that into this movie, which is pretty great, actually. So, all right. Then we have Elephant Walk with Elizabeth Taylor, of all people. Dana Andrews, Peter Finch. One man claimed the land, 2 men claimed the woman who lived there. Yeah. So 1948, it's an hour and 43 minutes long. Theatrical trailer as special feature. Audio commentary again by Jerry Girani. There aren't a lot of special features here, but excuse me. I love, I love the classic Hollywood movies. I'm starting to watch them more and more. I love that stuff. So, I'm very excited to watch Safari with Janet Leigh is in this. And Victor Mature, John Huston, Roland Culver. No special features on this one at all. But 1956, it's an hour and a half long. Murderous Mau Mau, Maddened Beasts, Mighty Jungle Love. Okay. That ought to do it. But again, the disc. Pretty great. So yeah, Tales of Adventure Volume 2 there. Tales of Adventure Volume 2. Fantastic box. And I might pick up more of these in the future. We'll see. But this is very exciting. So, so there's that. All right. I have one more. One final thing. And I ran into this by accident because Cauldron. This is one from Cauldron Films, but it was completely sold out, this box set. And then I looked at Diabolic DVD, and they still have it on sale there. So I thought, like, click, and because I have to have this. From Cauldron Films, The Houses of Doom. 4 films directed by Lucio Fulci and Umberto Lenzi. These are all TV movies that Lucio Fulci and Umberto Lenzi directed in the late 80s, I believe, if I'm correct, and then early 90s. If time turned back, our sins would also have to start anew. Honore de Balzac. There you go. But yeah, early 90s, late 80s, that's where these TV movies are from. At the time when the Italian European cinema was, really going downhill, and it was like starting to lack, and they were starting to have problems, which of course ultimately led to the industry disappearing altogether. But it's but we still got these great films, which the first one is The House of Clocks from Lucio Fulci. I watched this a long time ago, and I love this film. But yeah, The House of Clocks, again, directed by Lucio Fulci, 1989. It's 83 minutes long. Let's see. Are there special features on this? An interview with the cinematographer. Let's see. An interview with the effects artist. Archival interviews. Theatrical trailer, and all of that stuff. So yeah, it's pretty great. So those are the discs. And there is a poster, of course. So The House of Clocks. Then we have The Sweet House of Horrors, which is also from Lucio Fulci. This is from 1989, 83 minutes long. This stars Cynthia Monreal. Let's see, anyone else? I can't recognize anyone. Music by Vince Tempera. Again, directed by Lucio Fulci. Are there special features? There's an interview with Cynthia Monreal. An an interview with the editor of the film. Again, effects artists, theatrical trailers and stuff like that. So, yeah. And again, we have discs and a poster. So, by the way, who was in the House of Clocks again? I forgot to look at that. Where is the cast and crew? Oh, there you go. Oh, there aren't a lot of like famous people in here. Al Cleaver is in it, by the way. Al Cleaver is in the House of Clocks, so you know. But anyway, Sweet House of Horrors, that was the second one. Then we have The House of Witchcraft, which is the first one from Umberto Lenzi. Let's see. This movie is from '89. It's 89 minutes long. Let's see. It stars Marina Cavalli. Let's see. Again, directed by Umberto Lenzi, written by Umberto Lenzi. Score from Claudio Simonetti. Let's see. There's an interview with the cinematographer, and again, interview with the effects artist, Elio Terribili. Anyway, but yeah, The House of Witchcraft. The disc. And the last one, which is The House of Lost Souls. This is also from 89. It's 87 minutes long. Let's see. I don't see any known actors, not for me anyway. Again, directed by Umberto Lenzi. Music by Claudio Simonetti again. Again, interview with the effects artist. Interview with the composer. The Criminal Cinema of Umberto Lenzi. That's probably like a documentary kind of thing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess, I think. Yeah. And of course, there is the disc. So I'm really happy that I got this box, because if you look on eBay, this box goes for insane amounts of money, and you know, I'm willing to pay for, you know, I'm willing to pay a decent price for a box set that I really love, but I'm not going to pay like hundreds of dollars to get it. So excluding shipping, that shipping is on top of that, of course. But so I'm really happy that I was able to get this from Diabolic DVD, because I had to have this. As a fan of Italian European cinema, I had to have this, and it's really great. I can't wait to dive into these films yet again. So yeah, The Houses of Doom. And that was it. That's it for my haul of the last couple of months. I have so much stuff I have to get through. It's ridiculous. But anyway, I'll find the time for it. Anyway, so I guess that's it. I guess we're done. So I think it's time that I close off this stream now, because I have a little update. Tomorrow, I will go to a event in Germany. It's called Weekend of Hell, which is a sort of like horror convention. I'm going to be meeting actors. I'm going to hang around with fellow movie fans and stuff like that. The problem is it's a 3-hour drive. It takes me 3 hours to get there, basically. So I have to get to bed like very very soon. I have to get to bed very soon, because I have to get up very early in the morning tomorrow. So I think it's time that I close off the stream. So with all of that down and out of the way, thank you everybody for watching. I will be back with more videos and streams and podcasts as soon as possible. Of course, we are coming back. Cult Cinema 83 is back in town and in business. So keep a lookout for all of the good stuff that is coming relatively soon, I hope. Again, thank you all for watching. Thanks to Matt and Jerry and Mac Pro Tips for sending the comments and stuff. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. It was great having you here. Have a great weekend. Stay safe and healthy as always. And I will see you guys and talk to you guys very, very soon. So with that out of the way, I bid you adieu. Bye, everyone. See you all later.